Hello, Rachel Vaughan. Doing a quick update. I've been asked by a beautiful soul called Billy, who does the socials for Ley Love Down, to give a bit of an update on what's been happening. So we've been a bit quiet on Ley Love Down. Ben and I, Ben's partner's just had a little baby, so they're very busy with their new baby. And I've just been to a conference at Uluru, which is in the centre of Australia, a beautiful big sacred rock, which is the crossing point of two dragon lines, which are the rarest and largest and most powerful of ley lines on this planet. And at that crossing point is a portal space, which Uluru, the big sacred rock, sits right in the centre of. Um, the presentations at the conference were amazing. The speakers there are just incredible. If you ever get a chance to go to the Cosmic Consciousness Conference, wherever they held it, wherever across the world, I really suggest going. It's incredible. The people are just beautiful. So I assume they're going to have the same sort of energy with each conference each year. The one that they had this year, the people were just spectacular. There were many people who've already done my course at the conference, which was so exciting because I get to meet, people that seem like, the good kind of family. Really lovely, lovely, beautiful people. There was a solstice ceremony on the 21st of December, which was incredible. It's interesting. I posted about this recently. It felt to me like being part of that ceremony was like the antithesis of the horrific satanic rituals I was forced to witness and participate in as a child. And I learnt that, you can come together with beautiful, like-minded people and have a ceremony together at a solstice, because a lot of the rituals I was used in were in solstices and equinoxes. But you can do it in a positive way, in a beautiful way, in a loving way, to usher in a positive frequency. And that's what we did. We got together, and with sound frequencies and song and movement and dance, we brought in the fifth dimension, which is what Rory Duff, beautiful geobiologist, prophesied, that we'd be coming into permanent harmony time with the ley lines, coming into this permanent harmony time, permanent harmony. Normally that harmony time only happens at 4 times of the year, equinoxes and solstices. We're coming into hundreds of years, if not forever, this permanent harmony time of the ley lines, which connects them all and brings in a fifth dimensional frequency. And I can't explain all of that in a quick update, but I'll just say this is a monumental experience and fundamental change that's happened on the earth. Now, with that comes some shifts in frequency for everybody who lives here. So there's been some very difficult energies. The Schumann resonance has been up and down, off the charts in recent times as well. So there are some ascension symptoms that we're going to be going through that I just wanted to update with you all as well to help you to cope. One of the things that I've found is that I just cannot tolerate alcohol. I cannot tolerate sugar either. I haven't been able to tolerate alcohol for years, but I tried again recently. It's not a good idea. Not a good idea. I had so much joint pain, so I won't bother again. Sugar is just not good. If you're going through an ascension process, avoid sugar as much as you possibly can. Grains, I found, wheat, I haven't been able to eat for a long time, but even any grain at the moment I can't tolerate. So just be aware of that. That might be part of this. I don't think it's just me. A lot of the other people that I've been speaking to who, are on this ascension process also cannot handle grains. So maybe, cut down the amount of grains that you're eating in your diet. The food pyramid with 6 serves of grains a day is absolute rubbish. This is why we have a diabetes, explosion, and why people are so unwell with so many joint pains and joint problems. Grains are not really what we should be eating a lot of. We should be eating a lot more fat, protein, vegetables, yes, but keep the carbs and the grains down to a minimum. You also want to be really careful about the self-talk that you use at the moment, etymology, spell casting. The way that we speak about ourselves and others is having a greater effect now that we're in this frequency. So be very conscious of your self-language, particularly be very kind to yourself. Do not berate yourself. Self-deprecation, it's funny at times. It's a very Australian thing to do. It's not good. It's not good because the soul and the body listens to what you are saying and follows accordingly. Try to use the kindest language for yourself that you can. I'll be talking more about ascension symptoms and how you can ameliorate them with an interview for Living Free movement very soon. So I'll keep people posted on that one. I'm also just at the moment doing the enrollments for my February course. So it's a psychic development course. So if you're interested in learning any of the following, please contact me. So if you want to learn how to identify all the markers, the things that you see in the terrain that point out ley lines, how to actually see ley lines and portals as well. We can see them. We have cryptochromes. We have the CRY2 cryptochrome heavily expressed in the human retina, which is a magnetosensor. It's a photo light receptor. And it's a scientific fact that we have this and we can see them. And I've taught many, many, many people through my courses and through my interviews and things that I've shared online, through the Ley Love Down project as well, how to see them. And once you can see them, you can access them and you can benefit the earth by bringing in beautiful frequencies to help her. You can also get healings and you can tune into the Akashic record when you're within a ley line much more easily than you can elsewhere. So it's a gift to learn this sort of technique. Also, how to identify otherworldly entities to keep yourself protected and also to commune with those that are good and loving and kind and want to help. And how to differentiate between the two. So you can't just blindly go out there with love and light and, open yourself up to things without having that energetic protection. That's really important. And on that note, 432 hertz music, I'm told a lot of classical music is at 432 hertz. That is another way to help to ameliorate the ascension symptoms that we're going through at the moment. So play classical music in the background if you can tolerate. If you like it, play it. I wouldn't play Wagner. That's not going to be good. Play something that is positive, makes you feel uplifted at the moment, just to help you to cope. It also, because the frequency is 432 hertz, you are going to create a space in your home, in your car, or wherever you are, your workplace, that pushes out negative entities. They cannot stand that frequency. So just take that into consideration as a way of helping you to cope with the energies and frequencies that are happening at the moment. If you also want to learn how to read auras, I teach that as well. And I teach what aura colors mean in relation to psychic abilities and the best vocations for that person. So every aura has a hue and a frequency. The colors, when you learn how to read them, it's such a tool because you can learn how to differentiate those people you want to spend time with and those that you don't. If it's very hard to read a person's aura, if you're normally very good at it, the darker souls have an aura that's very, very close to the body. Those with a really high light soul have a very wide aura. And these are ways that you can differentiate. Animals can see auras. They know who's good and who's bad. That's why they growl at some people. If they're a dog or hiss or whatever, if they're a cat, they can pick up on these frequencies. They can see these things. We humans can too. We're just told that we can't because, there's secret societies that want to have all this information for themselves and they don't want to share it. So in relation to soul frequency and soul color, I can also help you to find out what your soul purpose is for being here at this present time, because everybody who's here right now is here for a reason. There are trillions, if not hundreds of trillions of souls who want to have a human experience on Earth, and we're the lucky ones to be here. And it might seem a bit crazy at the moment, and you might maybe think that being here is too hard. It's going to get better. Don't lose hope. It will get better. So I teach people how to find their soul purpose, and I also teach how to manifest ethically. There is a lot of fear mongering around alchemy and manifesting, and manifesting is just purely thought. It's the thought and what you want to bring in. So what you visualize, what you internalize, what you want to create. That is how you manifest. It's not calling on negative entities and asking, selling your soul. That's the worst version of it. There are good versions. And humans have been using their ability to manifest by visualization techniques for millennia. So it's a very simple thing. Again, secret societies don't want everybody to know about this stuff. So the more of us that learn these techniques, whether it's through my course or any other course or in any other way, reading books, whatever, if we all have this wonderful positive intent for our future, we win the war. It's that simple. We're already so close to getting through this process because we've come into the fifth dimensional frequency now, which is inevitable. It's happened and it's happening. what we're feeling with this negative energy or this distress and up and down emotions is the dark does not want to let go of the power that they've had for such a long time. So, like I've said this so many times, like a toddler with a toy having a tantrum when it gets taken away, we're going to see some stuff going on. The idea is not to get caught up in it. Don't get overwhelmed by it. Just observe as best you can whilst holding your frequency in a high state. So ground yourself, get out in nature, eat really good food, avoid the foods that I was mentioning before, take great care of yourself, eat organic if you can afford it, all of those things. Spend time meditating. We have a beautiful meditation that's going for Ley Love Down at the moment at 12:12 every Thursday in the afternoon, 12:12 p.m. People are joining together wherever you are in the world. It doesn't have to be all at the same time in the world. Wherever you are in the world at 12:12, most people have a lunch break if they're working around that time. And just think about the world that you want to have, the world that we want to live in, this free will world that you want to create. That's all you have to do. Send beautiful, loving frequencies to the earth. Say thank you to her for holding us, for keeping us alive, giving us this ability to have a physical experience. We can ascend on a soul level outside of a human or outside of a physical experience. It just takes longer. The whole idea of coming to a third dimensional planet, which is rapidly becoming a fifth dimensional planet, pretty much is a fifth dimensional planet now, is to have the physical experience because it makes ascension faster. It's quicker, and to be able to have a soul experience in a physical body and have the same abilities and capabilities and powers and strengths that you can have on a soul level outside of a body, to do that within a body, that is the whole point of being here. And that's what we're learning to do. So again, that's why I love to teach this course. It makes me happy and joyful to know that I'm giving people back the tools that have been taken away through, these, top-down power structures that say, you've got to work for the man and you can't work for yourself and you've got to pay this and you've got to do that and you've got to follow this rule and that rule. We're breaking free of that now. So this is the healing and the education phase of what we've been going through for such a long time. We have already won, but we still need to project that positive outcome and outlook for the future for those who are incapable of doing it at this time, those that are caught up in the fear and the fear porn and that are, getting stuck in all of those negative satanic projections. So again, if you would like to join my course, it's running on the 7th, 14th, 21st and 28th of February, 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. That's very good for Europeans, not so good for the people in the US and Canada. If you live in the US and Canada and you'd like to join my course, you can still sign up now, but you'd be much better off in the April course. So again, I'm organising all of this now. So if you'd like to join, go to www.sixthscience.com. Number 6, all one word. So I'll put the link in the description box, obviously, below. So again, as I was saying before, Ley Love Down, we're still busy. We're still doing a lot of work. As I said, I've gone off to do this conference and it was part of this incredible ceremony at Uluru, crossing point of dragon lines, one of the only chakra points on the earth where these amazing dragon lines cross. So I've been doing work there. Ben's been very busy with a new baby, one of these new amazing souls that have come in to do incredible things on this planet, I have no doubt. Ben's child, of course. So we'll be doing more for Ley Love Down coming in the coming months. We'll be doing more meditations and more Zoom calls and just more stuff to help the earth, help all of us. And again, I'll be doing an interview for Living Free Movement very soon so that we can talk about ascension symptoms and how to cope. All right, guys, thanks heaps for your time. Take care of yourselves. Remember to breathe. I'm remembering to breathe. And ground yourself and get out in nature as much as you can. And just remember, we're progressing so well. Don't lose hope. We're going well. Okay, bye.